All right, today I'm finding vintage autos. I have two polar opposites of off-road luxury. You have your traditional old school Defender 110 and your newer school Cayenne Transsyberia. I'm going to go on a little bit about both of these collectors and what I think in the future, what they'll do. All right, today I have this 1984 Land Rover Defender 110. So this one has been taken completely apart, sent off to a company, Safari HP, scrapped the original Land Rover motor, insert a GM LS3, 556 horsepower with a GM transmission, and then with that, all the power you got, now you need to make the rest of the vehicle fit the bill. So insert the new Land Rover wheels, you got the custom interior, autobiography interior, you got AC, you got heat, you got power windows. You have a new Rovers North galvanized frame. You have all new bushings, all new bolts, all new suspension. Everything underneath is just as nice as what you see up top. And it's done with correctness, the right parts. It's not anything was skimmed or cheaply done. It was all done well, executed. Rides great, lots of power. Like I said before, it's basically a old school Rover, but like a G-Wagon style feel. The big debate right now is on this vehicle. To me, I've driven both and had both. Do you go with a G-Wagon AMG, or do you go with the Defender with the LS3? I believe the LS3 Defender here is faster than a G-Wagon. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, but I've driven both pretty recent back to back, and this feels quicker. It could just be the way this one handles and pulls versus the G-Wagon, but to me, I think I would rather go with this as a daily or a weekend cruiser. If you want to jump in and get something, go to Cars and Coffee, this is going to get a lot of looks. Everybody drives a G-Wagon. The Kardashians are running around in G-Wagons. Would you rather run around and people look at it and go, hey, it's a Kardashian car, or run around and look at this and people go, damn, I like that thing. That thing looks good. It's always going to grab people's attention in this thing. So for the money and what it costs to build one of these through Safari HP, I dig this. I think this was a home run. The color combo on this model, it's not too flashy. It's subtle with the color and the accents of the black. Everything on this thing is brand new. They didn't go halfway with a build and say, hey, let's just paint the thing and put some fancy seats in it and say it's a done deal. Because everybody knows nowadays you can put an LS in anything. But the way this LS went in, it's clean looking, it looks correct in there. My only nag on the vehicle is I would get rid of the Corvette valve covers and put a custom one that you can buy most places and have it say Defender on it. That would be my only complaint on this vehicle. Everything else is spot on. All right, enough of the Rover. Let's talk about something that's a little bit more special. So in 2010, Porsche came out with this special editions, one of 600 built here, based on homage to the 07-08 Trans-Siberia Rally, which is right around 4,500 mile race. It's a lot of distance to travel off-road. So of the, I think, 36 entries that raced during this time, 25 of those teams raced the Porsche Cayenne S. So it's based on a Cayenne S with a GTS drivetrain, but with a lot of special off-road mods. You know, this thing does 30 inches of water, no problem. You can see it came with BFGs. The big things on this thing that stick out is the color scheme. It's a hate it or love it color scheme. To me, I like it because it looks like the original. Some people don't like all the flashy orange and all that, but that's the way it came. So the color schemes on these paid homage to the original race vehicles entered. So you get the black orange, you had the gray silver, you had the black gray, and you had the silver orange to go along with the look of a Transsyberia Cayenne. So key features on this vehicle to me that stand out, most people are not going to notice. There was a couple options. I ran a Porsche dealership back when these vehicles came out, and so a couple of key features was you either got a sunroof or you got a light bar. You couldn't get both because the way the light bar was wired in, you couldn't get a sunroof. So you either got one or the other. Sunroofs were more common as most people drove these as a daily driver. Most people didn't want a light bar because they weren't going to use it. One of the huge options that most people never ordered, but they're out there, was actually, as crazy as it sounds, an off-road package on an off-road vehicle, which came with more skid plates and a lock-in differential, which already the Cayenne's technology in their off-road is superb to most anything else out there. Other thing is the accents. Usually whatever your color accent is will be your color accent on the interior. As this one's a black and orange vehicle, it has the orange seat belts, it has the orange dials, it has the orange accents on the dash, Alcantara sports seats, Alcantara headliner, the Alcantara sports steering wheel with the orange 12 o'clock. That's some of the key stuff on this vehicle that you can tell right now that's totally different than a normal Cayenne S. So to a normal person, they're going to look at this vehicle and go, what the heck did that guy do to that vehicle? Put all that orange on there. But to a Porsche enthusiast, they're going to know right away, hey, Transsyberia, rare vehicle, 1 of 600. So that's where I think this vehicle today is so undervalued. If a collector is able to get these with low miles, it's going to continue to increase value. So if you see one of those, grab them. I think they're future classics, always will be. This Cayenne to me is still the best design, the more manlier look than the newer ones. The newer ones are great, fast, good technology, but I think they're rounded off too much versus this one. It has the traditional Porsche flares, the hips, that make it, you know, have that look. I love that version. I wish Porsche would go back to it. I wish Porsche would do another Transsyberia style Cayenne. I think that's a market they're missing right now. So another key feature on the Transsyberia is the air ride suspension, which is standard on these. It's standard on a Turbo or Turbo S and the GTS. Options on everything else. You know, it's on air ride, so you can lower it to loading level. You can lower it to a street ride level. And then in the current configuration now, it's in an off-road, gives you a little bit more ride height, a little bit more clearance. And again, look into the technology on these things. If you do decide to get a Cayenne and want to do something like this, their off-road capabilities is far surpass a lot of other vehicles. And to all my Porsche enthusiasts out there, look for this soon. It's going to be available. They don't come available all the time. So look for this soon. This will be coming to Bring a Trailer. But yeah, check it out on YouTube. Oh, it's me again. Hey, look, and it also has a custom beer holder. The details. Transsyberia rallies, which is held in Transsyberia. 20-inch JL subs in the back banging. Where am I getting 77? Pulled that out of my ass. That ain't flipping. Only thing you're flipping is if you turn sharp. What am I talking about? What are we ending with?